Yo, what's good, relatives? Just wanted to follow up real quick on that video I made a couple days ago regarding the Gregorian New Year's, not the New Year's, Gregorian New Year's, right? And the Aztec calendar versus the Gregorian calendar. And yeah, I just want to clarify. I got good reception, but some folks were I got some defensive comments here and there. Nothing too crazy, but just want to clarify that wasn't for anybody to like to shame anybody or make anybody feel dumb or less than or whatever, right? It was more just for under the intention of like just trying to kind of I guess wake people up a little bit or get people on a different, more free frequency, right? Because a lot of times, like I feel like in obviously in these days and times, there's escalating social and political boiling points that keep happening, that keep escalating, right? And people keep talking about change and be frustrated with things like, let's say, gentrification or whatever, and but people keep making decisions that reinforce the status quo, reinforce the old shit, right? The old shit, the old oppressive shit that exalts particular demographics and particular values, right? That are not based in community, not based in freedom, not based in equality, right? But anyway, so because of that, like that's like status quo, right? People keep reverting back to status quo, which is you know the oppressive paradigm, the ignorant paradigm, right? The lack of knowledge paradigm or whatever, right? So to me, there's probably nothing more status quo than the Gregorian calendar, right? Which was it's mostly popular because it was imposed on society, right? It came through gentrification, it came through colonization, right? It came through genocide of the Americas, right? And other non-European areas of the world, right? That's how we came to it came through force and subjugation, right? It wasn't like a natural thing like that. We just oh yeah, like we had a choice to embrace it, right? Anyways, so there's very few things more status quo than the Gregorian calendar, right? We'll just say the Christian European calendar in a society where like it's very few. I say there's very few opportunities for genuine freedom, right? We have the illusion of freedom and choice, but a lot of times we really don't, But that might be a topic for another time. But there's very few things I feel are give us genuine freedom. This is one thing that we can do to kind of break from that cycle, right? Break from the status quo. Everything takes in order to make something happen, like there's a saying you can't get there from here, right? So I'm not saying that just trying to bracing the counter is going to cure all your woes, but it'll definitely put you in a different mindset, in a different frequency that's going to make you acknowledge your place in the circle. Again, going back to the circle versus linear teaching, I have too. If not, I'll link people into it. If not, it's on my IG bio links or whatever. Anyways, but putting us back into the circle where we realize we're a part of nature. We're all of us humans, animals, landscape, whatever. We're all under the jurisdiction of earthly cycles, elemental cycles, cosmic cycles, solar cycles, etc. Right. So this puts us back in the circle, right? Versus the Gregorian calendar, which puts us into like a linear, individualistic mindset and worldview, right? But I just think it's a good tool for freedom, right? It's a simple tool, and like I said, it takes practice to learn the specifics, whatever, too. But just starting to put ourselves in a different understanding and embrace things that connect us back to the earth, connect us back to you know the cosmic cycles, right? Put us back into that relationship and that acknowledgement. It's very simple, but it's very powerful, right? A lot of times in society, you hear about people speaking about, oh yeah, do you believe in the horoscopes or do you believe in the moon, this and that, whatever. Too, like there's science behind all this stuff, right? There's thousands of years of tradition and record keeping that shows these things are true, right? There's a very real influence that the planets and the water and these elements have, and all these reflections of nature, reflecting us because we're elemental. We're all stardust essentially. This is all like again scientific fact, right? And so all the elements of nature, the movement of nature can be reflected in us and vice versa. We can learn about ourselves through the outside and vice versa. We can learn about the outside through ourselves as well too. Anyways, not to go too deep into that, but I just think it's a very powerful way to again to authentically embrace change, right? To authentically try to put ourselves in a different mindset a lot of times they make a big deal about these blue moons or these special moons because there's 2 moons in a month and things like that, but that's just a sign of a deficient calendar, right? So not to burst anybody's bubble, but that's all it is, right? But again, I really encourage people to try to embrace, especially people of Spanish speaking, indigenous background, Mexican and Mesoamerican people embracing their Mesoamerican, Aztec or Mayan calendars. Um, and again too, it's a the calendar based off cosmic arrhythmic cycle, so anybody can embrace it really. So it's not just for Mexicans and Central Americans or whatever too. Again, it's if you're a human, cosmic being of the earth, which I hope you are, unless you're reptilian or something. But uh, you know, I encourage people to get in tune with a different calendar. It's something simple, and maybe people might view it as a novelty at first or whatever. But I think it's a great way to, again, just it's a super powerful way to change our mindset and our worldview. That'll have real deal, tangible life implications and results, positive results, right? But yeah, just want to just add that little addendum to the video and the topic.